When you arrive in Ncaa Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense. And you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Kansas Jayhawks taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Jayhawks will put total leather and will get started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Looking to pass on second down. And the ball is picked off. Touchdown, Jayhawks. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
7, Iowa, 0.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. This is a design run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
3rd and short now from their own 48. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away.
To kick it away.
All the way back to the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's the handoff. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Trying the left side. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Jayhawks are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try the right side. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Feeling some heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the tight end.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
Spits it out to the back. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Hawkeyes have taken it inside the 20. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Second down going up.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. quarterback will keep it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of the long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense set for a 1st down play. Right back to the well. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He's got it on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned for on downs.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Makes his connection, and he'll be brought down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the 1st down. The give and the run on 4th down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but they caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 72 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Tosses it back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to throw. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Power football with the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the Jayhawks are marching down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. At the 45, on his way. Got a lot of running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think
and the pass is intercepted.
Intercepted by Kansas. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
it's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
So you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Hand off to the single back. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! What a grab and go for the score. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Bloomer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Agnew. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Movement here from the tight end. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Getting a little fancy with a gift to the wide receiver here. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kansas 21, Iowa 14.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Kansas.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Hawkeyes' third down defense just not getting it done.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws for the tight end. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where We expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Rock. The defense takes matters into their own hands. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Got his man quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Delivers the contact. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Easy. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Kansas offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give and tick, 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 tick. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Getting late. Pressure building. Huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hopkins. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
I think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Trying to power it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
The Jayhawks will try to run off the clock in the final minute. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense down 1 possession. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish. Lining up for the PAT. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk.